Winter Wonderland. Winter Wonderland. Well, hello, YouTube friends. Man, what crazy weather it's been the past 4 weeks, almost. I guess 3.5. As you can see, we're still in a Winter Wonderland mode here. But today is an amazing 50 degrees. So since I haven't really had a chance to get out this year, and it's February, I said I've got to get out and try to show you all how much snow we got, but most of it is has melted already. But it still looks like a Winter Wonderland here. So I just wanted to get out. It feels good getting out. I've just ridden a couple blocks. See the big snow mounds? Not only that, it's been Arctic temperatures around here. That's why it snowed almost 3 weeks ago. And it's still here because we've had temperatures that have been so cold during the day and at night. The snow hasn't, well, it's starting to melt now. So I just need to be careful because a lot of these streets still aren't really clean. And I don't want to make a slop fest on my bike from the melting snow. I don't know if I'm going to get much cooperation from the cars. So maybe what I'll do is I'm just going to wait on the corner here and let these cars go by. And then I'll make my left turn. Oh, there's so much snow in Winter Wonderland. But most of it is melted. I was here earlier this week, and these piles by the driveways were huge. That's why I brought the bike out, hoping that I could show you some of these huge piles. But the past couple of days have been like this. Look at that pile off to the left hand. Come on there. Look at this huge snow pile. And it was bigger than that because it's melting down. But that's how much snow we got around here. Probably about at least 10 to 12 inches, which is a lot in the Maryland area. It's all dirty and grungy now. But the next week is supposed to be really nice. A lot of days in the 50s. So I just decided to open up a new channel, Bruce and Lori's e-bike rides. I didn't know how to to turn the other channel into Bruce and Lori's e-bike rides. So I'm just gonna start from 0 subscribers and hope that the subscribers that were on the last channel come to this channel. So if you're watching, please subscribe, like, and do all the things that people ask and beg you to do. Yeah, piles like this that you see where the tree is. I mean, those things were huge. Oh, here's the big one. Look at this pile behind this tree. I guess it's a dogwood tree. Huge. When I first saw this pile, I was like, are you kidding? It doesn't even look real. It looks more like a boulder, like a piece of granite there. Oh, they killed his trees. He had some trees there. They killed his trees, or hedges rather. It was so much snow that the mail carrier, you know, they delivered mail in the fog, in the sleet, in the dead of night. No matter what the mail comes through, well, they don't operate by that slogan anymore because they didn't deliver our mail for a week. It was a solid week that we didn't even get any mail. I didn't let it deter me from my work, though. I only missed one show, so I was happy about that because usually in January and February, historically, I've gotten killed during those months. And in the past, it's gotten so bad that because you not only had snow, you had the norovirus, then COVID came along, and that potentially set me back for the rest of the year. I was always playing catch up from there. But there's still something fascinating about snow. Because it just kind of like changes the entire landscape that you're used to seeing. Everybody's talking about on other channels, they're talking about the new bicycle laws that have gone into effect. Here in Maryland, they said they were going to be more bicycle friendly, so we don't have those laws that if it's a certain wattage, you're automatically, I don't think those laws are fair where they say if it's over 750 watts, it's illegal. How can something be illegal when how can something be illegal if you haven't broken the law? If you're speeding and you're only supposed to go 28 miles an hour, let it be that. My car, the speedometer says it can do 140. Do I get a ticket for that just because it has 140 on the speedometer? So I think that law, that part of the law is silly for the states to do it, and it kind of shows a lack of understanding for the nature of the bicycle. If people are, the trails look like they haven't been cleaned, so I'm not going on the trails. If people are out driving and acting like a fool, give them a ticket. And that's for the most part what I think here in Maryland has been the reaction to the cops, even on the trails. If you're driving like you got some common sense, they don't bother you. I'm curious. This is a pretty popular trail up here. I'm just curious is it as if they did clear part of the trail. So let's go explore. No, they did not. They did not. But they did clear this part. This is part of the... They didn't touch the trail. Hi. And my bike just turned off. Why would my bike turn off? And the batteries. This is crazy. When I left the house, it said, I haven't had the bike running for weeks. But when I turned it on, it said 100. And now the power just ran out. This is crazy. I hope my auxiliary battery kicks in, or I am SOL. I'm about 3 miles from home when I... Shit. Are you serious? All right, well, I'm gonna make my way back home. Yeah, I was having some battery issues, and I wrote into the company, and they said, do this, do this, do this. But the cold weather came, so I didn't bother. I said, oh, I'll do all that stuff later. So we'll see how it is to pedal one of these without power. So I'm all the way down in the first gear, and actually it's not too bad. This bike weighs over 100 pounds. So I'm not too thrilled about I can't believe that both of my batteries are dead. This picture is more impressive. All right, well, I checked the power on my auxiliary battery, and that's that's in the red. So it's not going to be enough to feed the primary battery. What a drag. Well, so hang in with me, and we're going to make it back home the good old way, I guess. So I have it geared all the way down to 1, And I mean, it's taken some effort. When my legs get tired, I'm going to look in my trunk and see if I brought along an extra. See if I brought along an extra charger. Oh, this is crazy. You know, trying to go up the slightest incline is a killer. Time to get out and walk. This is the second time this bike has put me in this situation, which is a drag. Now, my walkie has never put me in this situation, but for this bike just to stop altogether, that's what I'm disappointed about with this bike. To be at 100 at one point and then just to stop working. Well, I wonder if this is a power outlet here. Yep, that's a power outlet. Let me see if anybody is here. Well, let's see if I have my chargers. If I have my chargers, there may be a small chance. Eureka! I do have a charger. Now, to see if they left their electricity on. Because I could have turned it off at the fuse box. Okay, I think it's charging. See, it says 100, and it says that I have 70 volts. So maybe there's just a short in the system somewhere. I'm so glad I tried to do that. So if it stops again, I'm just going to stick something in the, I'm just going to stick the plug in the battery and see if that will make it turn back on. But hopefully, but regardless, there must be a short in the system somewhere. So I'll check. I'll go back to do the instructions that the support team said to do. As they said, it's a matter of checking to see if it's happening at the controller, at the battery, or at the splitter. And they gave me a series of things to do. Man, that was a real lifesaver. There's no way I could have pedaled up the big hill that I would have had to walk it. So I wanted to take it out a bunch of times this coming week, but until I find out what's going on, because I don't want to get 20 miles away somewhere and then it's cut out in the middle of nowhere. So how you doing? All right, folks, so I'm going to go ahead and say so long from here. This video turned out much differently than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just a Wonderland video, and it turned out to be a dead battery video. I'll let you know how I'll make out on the next video. So stay tuned, subscribe, and I will see you later.